Let me ask you something surprising. What if I told you that your bones, yes, those solid, silent structures inside your body, are listening to you right now? Listening to every step you take or don't take. Listening when you sit for hours and when you finally decide to move. Most people think of bones as dead weight, hard, unchanging, lifeless. But here's the truth your doctor probably never told you. Your bones are alive. They're adapting. They're reshaping themselves based on how you live your life. And even more shocking, it's never too late to make them stronger. Whether you're 50, 60, or even 80, your bones are still listening. The question is, what are you telling them? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will understand exactly how to send your bones the right message. The one that says, build, strengthen, protect. And when you do, your body can literally rebuild itself from the inside out. Before we dive in, I'd love to know where you are rewatching from. Drop your name and city in the comments below. I read everyone. Here's where it gets fascinating. Every time you move, sit, stand, lift, or even bend over to tie your shoes, your bones take notes. They're constantly responding to stress and pressure, reshaping themselves to withstand the forces you place on them. When you challenge them, they grow stronger. When you ignore them, they quietly fade away. Think of astronauts. When they spend just a few months in space with zero gravity, they can lose up to 20% of their bone density, even though they're in peak physical condition. Why? Because without gravity, there's no pressure, no signal for the bones to stay strong. Now think about the average American over 50. We sit for long hours, driving, working, watching TV, eating. Our modern lives mimic that microgravity environment here on Earth. The result? Bones that slowly weaken, joints that stiffen, posture that collapses. But the good news is this. The moment you start moving with intention, your bones listen. When you lift, walk briskly, or climb stairs, your skeleton hears one powerful message. We still need strong bones. Your bones aren't a fixed structure. They're a living reflection of how you move. And starting today, you can begin rewriting that story. Most people think bones only get thicker or thinner. But inside each bone lies an incredible structure, the trabecular bone, or spongy bone. If you looked at it under a microscope, you'd see tiny beams, like scaffolding inside a skyscraper. And here's the amazing part. These beams aren't random. They align themselves perfectly along the lines of stress your body experiences every single day. When you jump, those beams rearrange to absorb impact. When you lift, they thicken to resist tension. But when you sit still for too long, they simply disappear. Your bones are engineers. They're constantly redesigning your internal structure to handle whatever your lifestyle demands. So when you do resistance exercises, squats, step-ups, or lifting even a gallon of milk with purpose, you're not just working your muscles. You're instructing your bones to rebuild themselves to prepare for tomorrow's movement. And here's something you might not believe. This process doesn't stop at 40 or 60 or even 85. Your skeleton is always listening and always ready to adapt. So the real question isn't, is bone loss inevitable? It's, are you giving your bones a reason to grow? Let's talk about walking. Walking is wonderful. It helps your heart, lifts your mood, keeps your joints lubricated. But that's the truth most people never hear. Walking alone may not be enough to truly strengthen your bones, especially in your hips and spine. Here's why. When you walk, gravity pushes down with every step, creating compressive force. That's great for maintaining basic bone density. But to trigger new bone growth, your body also needs tensile force, the pulling motion that happens when your muscles contract and tug on your bones through tendons. This pulling force is what really wakes up your bone-building cells. And that's why resistance training, even light weights, body weight, or resistance bands, is so powerful. A simple step-up exercise gives you both compression from pushing off the ground and tension from your muscles pulling upward. That's a double win for your bones. So if your weekly routine only includes light walks, you're maintaining, but not upgrading. To truly rebuild your skeleton, your bones need a challenge. Not pain, not punishment, but progressive resistance. In other words, don't just move. Move with purpose. Here's something your doctor probably never told you. Your muscles aren't just movers, they're messengers. Every time you contract a muscle, it pulls on your bone, sending a signal deep inside. Hey, reinforce this area, we're going to need it. That signal activates your osteoblasts, the builders. These specialized cells start laying down new bone tissue, exactly where it's needed most. Think about a bicep curl. Your muscle shortens, the tendon pulls on the bone, and boom, new bone growth begins. Or a squat. Your thighs and glutes pull hard on the femur and pelvis, stimulating fresh bone reinforcement. And the best part? You don't need heavy gym weights. Even moderate, consistent resistance can trigger the same powerful effect, because muscle and bone are lifelong partners. When one weakens, the other follows. But when one strengthens, the other thrives. So if you've been focusing only on your heart or flexibility, that's good, but incomplete. Don't forget your muscles. They're the direct line of communication to your bones. They're how your body says, stay strong, stay dense, we've still got work to do. Even when you're resting, there's a hidden battle happening inside your bones. On one side, you have osteoblasts, the builders. On the other, osteoclasts, the demolishers. In a healthy balance, these two work beautifully together. Old bone is cleared away, new bone replaces it. But after age 50, especially for women, that balance tips. Lower estrogen means the demolishers work faster than the builders. The result? Gradual bone loss, silent, invisible, dangerous. That's how osteoporosis sneaks in. Most people don't even know until they experience a fracture. But here's the hopeful part. You can tip the balance back. Every time you apply healthy stress through movement, especially resistance training, you're activating osteoblasts. You're literally turning on your body's construction crew. Every squat, every lift, every step up a stair is a command to your bones. Keep building, we're not done yet. Remember this simple truth. Movement builds, inactivity destroys, and in that microscopic battle inside your bones, you hold the power to win. Here's what you can start doing today. 2 to 3 times per week, do resistance exercises, bodyweight squats, wall push-ups, resistance bands, or light weights. Add balance training, like single leg stands or Tai Chi to improve stability and prevent falls. Focus on nutrition. Get enough protein, calcium, and vitamin D. These are the raw materials your body uses to rebuild bone. And remember, progress doesn't come from doing it all at once. It comes from doing a little, consistently. Even 20 minutes a day sends your bones a message. We still need strength here. At 50, 60, or 80, it's not too late. Your bones are listening. Now's the time to speak up, with movement. Your skeleton tells your story. Every step, every squat, every stretch. It's writing the next chapter of your health. Your bones are not relics of your youth. They are living, responsive, intelligent tissues, ready to adapt as long as you keep moving. So no matter where you are in your journey, whether you've stayed active or you just starting again, remember this. You haven't missed your window. You can still tell your bones, this body is in use. Reinforce it. Every time you stand up, lift something, or take a walk, you're not just maintaining your health, you're reshaping your future. So today, make your move, literally, because your bones are listening. What will you say to them? If this video opened your eyes or gave you something new to think about, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. And if you're ready to keep learning, growing, and rebuilding your strength from the inside out, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Because your journey doesn't end here. Your bones are still listening, and they're waiting for your next move.